Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us this webinar today. This is Khalid Mansour, Business Manager of EduTech. I'm very pleased to have the opportunity to speak to you today about Tynker, the online platform number one for teaching coding and computer science to kids. It was to say that this platform has been used by more than 60 million users around the world. And I guess that the demand for such solutions will be highly increased now because of the challenges and social distancing restrictions that everybody is facing currently in order to reduce the risk of spreading coronavirus in schools. Now, you are looking at the agenda of today's webinar. First, I will show you a brief introduction about EduTech scope of products and solutions. Then we will speak about the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on the education community and consequences of schools and institutions closure on the education process. Then I will introduce Tynker online platform and demonstrate it to you. Then finally, we'll give you the chance to ask questions and answer your clarifications. I believe that most of you already know about EduTech, but for the people who don't, let me please tell you about EduTech. EduTech is leading company who provides latest technology in education across classrooms, libraries, innovation centers, STEM and engineering labs, and many other services and solutions for educational campuses and organizations in Middle East. Since 1991, EduTech recognized the power of technology in transforming education and the power of education to build innovative future generations. EduTech serves educational institutions with technology-based learning solutions, starting from single classrooms to nationwide turnkey solutions. Here, I would like to take this chance to announce that recently, few weeks back, EduTech has been chosen by HB to resource their first HB Innovation Garage with latest tools and technologies in different areas such as computer science, artificial intelligence, robotics, smart electronics, and digital fabrication as part of their initiative to enable better learning outcomes for more than 100 million people by 2025. It's worth to say that Innovation Garage is the largest technology startup campus in MENA region. So I would like to extend my greetings to HB team for their dedicated time and efforts and their commitment to help students and universities and schools to develop transferable skills and spark their interest in new technologies. As you can see now, some of EduTech solutions that we provide. So we research and recommend quality-focused learning solutions that meet current and future needs of educational systems and deliver on learning outcomes. So we continuously think future forward and provide solutions that empower youth and nations to be more productive in the fourth industrial era. So within many different areas, as you can see, such as AI and IoT, virtual and augmented reality, in addition to virtual labs, 3D printing, digital fabrication technologies, STEM labs and virtual STEM as well, smart electronics, renewable energy, and etc. So in addition to a bundle of solutions and tools that schools can use in distance learning, such as affordable LMS designed specially for schools, e-marking and assessment solutions, in addition to virtual labs. Now, let's speak about the impact of COVID-19 on educational systems. and what could be the expected scenarios, and how schools can be prepared for new academic year with this working environment restrictions and social distancing rules. So we all know that COVID-19 pandemic has affected educational systems worldwide, leading to almost total closure of schools. And most governments around the world have temporarily closed educational institutions in an attempt to contain the spread of COVID-19. So to be honest with you, nobody knows exactly how long school closure could be. So in worst scenarios, the closure could be extended to or till the first semester. Here, using e-learning resources will be required to reach learners remotely. And on the other expected scenarios, students may be allowed to come to school for specific time or days in a week. So blended learning could be a solution, but still the demand of e-learning resources will be there. So the truth is getting back to normal will take more than few months. And as per WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom, he said last week that he doesn't expect to return to the old normal for the foreseeable future. In these scenarios, how schools can be prepared for the new semester or new academic year. As per UNESCO, that it is recommended to use distance learning programs and platforms that schools and teachers can use to reach learners remotely and limit the disruption of education. So we in EduTech recognize challenges that education society is facing as a result of this pandemic and the impact of schools and institutes closure. Therefore, new solutions for education could bring much needed innovation to help education community overcome these challenges. So today I'm going to introduce Tynker platform as one of these solutions. Here, I would like to tell something before we get started with Tynker about why coding is important. So coding is important because it can help your kids to develop academic skills applicable to any grade level. So in addition to building critical life skills like organization or problem solving. In addition to highly skilled for students in 21st century, which is computational thinking. So coding is basic literacy in the digital age. It's important for your kids to understand and be able to innovate with the technology around them. So it has been proven that learning to code reinforces math skills, helping kids visualize abstract concepts and apply math to real world situations. It also teaches logical communications and strengthening both verbal and written skills. So especially in today's rapidly evolving digital world, it's more important than ever that your kids have the skills they need to adapt and succeed. So coding is a big part of that, as jobs quickly becoming automated, and half of today's highest paid jobs require some sort of coding knowledge. Now it's the time to introduce Tynker. The award-winning creative computing platform helps kids develop computational thinking and programming skills in fun, intuitive, and imaginative way. So as they are guided through interactive game-based courses. So with Tynker, your kids can apply their coding skills as they build games, tell stories, create apps, control drones and robots, and quickly learn fundamental programming concepts. Here, as you can see, why Tynker turned to be the platform #1 for teaching coding and computer science to your kids. So simply because it's the only comprehensive platform that provides you all kind of tools that for educators. So in addition to the comprehensive curriculum, you will have all necessary tools to create and manage classrooms, get access to lesson planning material for teachers, and monitor the skill development progress of your students. So in addition to that, you can explore or get access to Tynker Maker community and connect with all teachers and innovators, so you can share ideas, ask questions, and tell people about your experience. Now, I think it's clear why Tynker has more than 60 million users around the world, and why it is trusted by thousands of schools and districts. So it was to say that more than 200 million lessons have been completed by the users, and more than 5 billion lines of code written by kids. So, and these numbers is getting increasing every day. One more important thing that I would like to tell else is that Tynker curriculum designed to fit all age groups, starting from pre-reader to high school. So as you can see, for pre-readers, there will be special lessons using voice-enabled and tappable content. So then things will be more complex in elementary and middle school, so they can start using block-based coding. Afterwards, they will learn how to code using syntax-free blocks, where each of that blocks will represent line of code, until they develop enough capability to start learning text coding and write line of codes using many coding languages like Python, Java, and the CSS. Now, I want to say that in addition to more than 500 hours of scaffolded curriculum, Tynker offers more than 200 different projects that integrates coding into all subjects, where they can build games, tell stories, mod Minecraft, create apps, control drones and robots. So I want to say that Tynker is the only platform where users can get access to their own Minecraft server. So they can create, deploy, and experience Minecraft mods. So, and that's really interesting. Now, it's a time to have closer look at the Tynker platform itself. So what we need to do is to go to the browser and visit Tynker. Website. So, okay, because I will sign out just to show you how easy just to reach out to the, yes, here is the Tynker website. So what you need to do to get access the platform is just to sign in using your own account. Here you can sign in using the teacher account, and here for students. And today we are going to demonstrate the teacher accounts. So what you need to do is just use your own account to get access the platform. So here is the user interface. As you can see on the left side, there are some menus. First one is My Classes, where you can add, create, and manage your classrooms. Then My Project. Here you can just create new projects, assign it to a specific group of students or to a specific classrooms. As you can see, there are so many projects in many different subjects. Here we can see, for example, JavaScript, Python, web development using HTML and CSS, animation, music, motion. So each of these courses includes many activities inside. So as you can see here, for example, for game designer, they can create their own games. And back to the library, project library, you can see microbit, drones, mini MicroPython using microbit, and JavaScript lessons, HTML, CSS, and more. So using this menu, you will be able to create project and assign it to your students or to a group of students. And from this menu, you will be able to get access to the library for the Tynker subscription that you have in your schools. As you can see here, you can review all courses, starting from, for example, from K to grade 2, this course for grade 1, programming 1A. There are many courses here, as you can see. And the most beautiful thing is that you can review the course before you assign it to the group of students or to the classroom. So the teacher or the educator will be able to get access to the lesson planning material, the description of the course, the topics that this course is teaching. Like, for example, this course teaches sequencing, conditional logic, pattern recognition, repetition, automation, in addition to the learning outcomes and technical requirements. Moreover, if the teacher would like to explore the lessons, the particular lessons within this course, he will be able to review them. Like, as you can see now, he just need to click here, then he will get access to the lesson planning information. Here is the built-in tutor where he can get access the interactive content. Here he can get more information about the lesson, the time, the method that he's using, the objective, vocabulary, materials, and in addition to the standards that it's already correlated for the many of the standards has been used in the schools nowadays, international standards like UK standards, American standards, next generation science standards, for example. And that's a very important tool for the teacher. In addition to that, he will be able to get access to the answer key. So it will be much easier for him to prepare for his lesson. For example, here is one of the activities and tasks for this lesson. Just when he click on that, he will be able to get to the content.
Get
for
the
example,
mint.
This is the task.
Avoid the thimbles.
Test by himself. He can code, then he can try it out. Then this tool is very important to have, so teacher can prepare himself and then can deliver all of these outcomes to his student. So let's explore another course. For example, there are so many courses in the library. Let's check another course for another age group. For example, this we do coding. The teacher can review the description, the coursework. If there is any recommended accessories, he will be prepared, so he can get all of this information from here. The topics that is already covered by this course, and learning outcomes, in addition to the lessons library and the answer keys. So for each specific lesson, he will be able to review, and he will be able to get to the lesson planning material, introduction, vocabulary, objectives, materials. For example, here you can see the activities and again the standards that is already correlated with this lesson. And as you can see, there are so many standards, and again, this is very important tool for the teacher to correlate these lessons and activities with the curriculum that they are using in their schools. And let's check another course. As you can see, there are so many courses here, more than 500 hours of interactive content. For example, this one, math, earth science, life science, English, life science 201. This target the grades from 6 to 8. So all of this information you will be able to get access through this organized library. Now I will show you the last menu, which is the resources. Here the teacher will be able to get access to the help center. So if he has any technical inquiry or something, he will be able to get access to the help center. In addition to Tynker Makers community, so here the teacher will be able to interact with other inventors and teachers who are using Tynker currently. So as you can see, it's a full community. It's a community full of tinkerers and makers and innovators, so he can make his own profile and interact with them, ask questions, share ideas, share projects, for example. Then the teacher can get access to this professional development. He will be able to get access to webinars, to videos, resources to help him how to use Tynker effectively to deliver the educational outcomes and goals. So this is another important tool when it comes to speak about Tynker, powerful tools for educators. Now I will go back to the first menu here on the left, which is my classes. I would like to show you how can you just create class, manage it, and create the accounts, how easy to create accounts to your students. All what you need to do is just click onto add class, then start now. For example, class A2. After you give the name to the class, you have to choose the grade. For example, grade 10. Next. Then you will have 3 different methods to create the accounts to your student. First one is just to generate the classroom code, and share it with your students. So after they log in, they will be able to get the virtual class using this code. The second method is just to create the accounts manually. So you can add the names, the username, the password manually, and then you can copy and paste this menu and share with the students. The third one, which is the easiest one, is the auto-generate. So the accounts will be generated automatically. What we need to do is just to choose how many students you have in that classroom. For example, 20 students, give a name for your classroom, class B, for example. Then as soon you press on generate, you will get your student accounts created, and you can choose their names. It's optional to give a name for each of these students. So you can add as much as information required. Then you can just click here, and then you will get your classroom ready. So now this is the classroom that we have just created, and this is the user interface, and this is the the dashboard for the teacher. Here you can get the overview for your classroom. Here from this tab you can assign courses. So if you would like to assign course from the curriculum, you can click here. If you would like to add a STEM lesson or project, you can press here. So let's see how easy to add one lesson to your classroom. For example, I can check this lesson, preview. Then if it's okay with me, what I need is just to click assign, then choose the course that we have just created, select the classroom, and then click assign. So automatically it will be added to my virtual classroom. So here it is. After that, I can manage the lesson. I can add particular lesson to the group of students, or add it to, for example, if there is any student who is interested in a certain topic or subject, I can enroll him in a specific lesson or activity. And again, he can get access, the teacher can get access to the lesson planning material like we have seen. One more important thing is that the teacher will be able to get access to all this information into one place. So this is one of the powerful tools that Tynker already have. So one more thing I would like to show is that, for example, for this particular lesson, if the teacher would like to see the, for example, the answer keys, he will be able to get all of these answer keys into this menu. So it will be easier to him to get the answers and prepare himself for the lesson. And then I will show you another tools. For example, yes, this is the grade book where the teacher can track the progress of his students, which is something really important. So this one here, you can get the progression of your students for each lessons, and here you can get the quiz results. And the most important thing is the concept mastery. So the teacher will be able to evaluate and get information about how much his students already mastering skills, which is already listed here in this map. So this is one of the important tools that help the teacher to track the the progress of his students and check if it is really developing their skills or not. One more thing is here from this tab, he can manage the his students' accounts. He can just add the students. He can change the login details, and he can print them as a barcode and share with the students. So if they are using a tablet, for example, what they need to do is just to scan the barcode. Finally, here, the teacher can get access to the awards. So if he would like to issue a certificate or something to his students, he will be able to get their progression in this specific lessons and subjects. According to that, he will be able to issue the certificates automatically. So this was a fast review for Tynker. There are so many things, but we can't cover in the short session. But of course, if you are interested, you can reach me at any time, and then I will be more than happy to demonstrate it to you and show you all the content and lessons courses that it's already in Tynker. Now, let me go to the presentation again. Okay, now obviously it's clear why Tynker is the choice number one for more than 60 million users around the world. So let me go again through Tynker features that you have seen a few minutes ago. First is the powerful tools that will save educators time and effort. So from the main dashboard, you will be able to create and manage classrooms, get access to guidelines and answers key, get access to lesson plans and mastery charts, and have access to all other resources. Second is the teachers can track student mastery as student scorecards and class metrics are updated in the real time. So this is one of the most important tools that teacher will need to evaluate his students' progression. Third is the comprehensive curriculum that is designed to fit with all age groups, starting from pre-reader to high school. In addition to detailed information for scope, sequence, and standards that each lesson complies with. So, which is really important for teachers to know how Tynker lessons are being correlated with the curriculum that they are using in their schools. Moreover, Tynker integrate coding into all subjects with over than 200 STEM-based projects. So kids learn. So as kids learn, they build mini games, solve puzzles, create coding projects, complete daily missions, earn exciting badges, and unlock new characters. So this is why kids love learning with Tynker, even though they are mastering important programming concepts and they feel like they are just playing a game. Finally, Tynker comes with two different mobile apps, Tynker Junior and Tynker for ages more than 7. The pre-reader course collection uses Tynker Junior app, which is specifically designed for students in grades from pre-K to grade 2 who are still learning how to read. So all stories, games, puzzles, and projects in this course engage students in developing computational thinking skills in the early childhood. Here, yeah, we reached to end of the webinar for today. Hope that was informative, and now I will give the chance to answer your questions. Please use the QA tab to write down your questions, and I will be more than happy to answer them. And still, you can reach me on my contacts that you see on the screen now for any further information regarding Tynker or EduTech solutions. Looking for if there is any questions. As of now, still there are no questions. Please feel free to ask any question regarding Tynker or regarding our solutions. I will be more than happy to answer your questions. I guess there are no more questions. So thank you again. Thank you for being today with us in this webinar, and looking forward to see you again in the coming webinar. This was Khalid Mansour, Business Manager of EduTech. Thank you.